Island state lawmakers hearing testimony for the Compassionate Care Act.
This bill would allow someone who is terminally ill to end their life with medication prescribed by a physician. NBC 10's Liz Bateson has both sides of the argument.
How lovely it would be to plan a nice day with my mother, to snuggle my pets, to have whatever small experience I can make to make me as close to happy as I could be, and go to bed that night knowing that that will be the end.
Touching testimony on Smith Hill as Senate lawmakers heard from both supporters and opponents of the physician-assisted suicide bill in Rhode Island. Pawtucket resident Retha Barber is in home hospice care after suffering lung collapses, kidney failures, and blood clots.
Some people would say that it was a miracle that I survived, but I really didn't think of it that way, because when I went into hospice, I thought that would be the end of it, the end of the suffering.
The bill would allow terminally ill patients suffering from a disease that would result in death within 6 months to have access to a lethal prescription, something Barber supports.
The end to my life, no one else's. My decision.
The bill would require patients to state 3 times, including once in writing, that they wish to end their life. 2 doctors would also have to agree on the patient's prognosis, and the patient would have to administer the medication themselves. The bill has long faced criticism from those that argue it goes against religious beliefs.
You are not relieving suffering. You are killing the person. Sometimes suffering can be eliminated, but it can have meaning and become an act of love that shows us that God does not abandon us.
The bill is being held for further study. Liz Bateson, NBC 10 News.